we will continue, like I said, with a new character. And it's still pretty early, so there we go. Officially survived for 2 days, 2 hours. We killed 86 zombies. What are you gonna do? Let's start a new character. Folks, we're gonna go ahead and set up our character yet again. While the zombies make noises in the background, we're gonna do slow healer. We'll do overweight. We'll do prone to illness and a weak stomach. Yeah, weak stomach should work. What else do we have? Isn't there another stomach one we could do? I think that's all that I want to do. Oh, sensitive digestion. Yeah, that's the overeating one. We're not going to do too much overeating, so we'll do that. Cat size, nutritionists, dexterous. Let's do outdoorsman. Strong back for sure. Outdoorsman. Definitely got to take our keen hearing as always. I like to take stout. And fast learner is nice. And then let's see, last time I think I picked the accelerated metabolism. Yeah, so we'll do that. Okay, looks good. And again, we'll set up our character here. Let's give him a hat. Give him a haircut. Give him a beard. And some glasses. And of course we gotta name him. Get a variation of the name. And I think that looks good. Yeah. Okay. Here we go again. Back in West Point. Again, we decided to stay away from all that zaniness of Louisville and the Tier 3 zone. Tier 1 zone, the default zone. So there should be no sprinters in this area. So nice and survivable. Ooh, look at that. We already have a steel helmet cruise ride. Okay, let's wear that. Interesting. Metro hazard jacket. We'll wear that for sure. Leather strips. We'll take those. Why not? Balaclava mask type A. Yeah, we'll wear that. I don't know if that replaces. No, that goes underneath. Okay. An assault rifle and a Metro hazard gas mask. I think that replaces the other one that we're wearing. No? I think that replaced the balaclava. Yeah, okay. Wow, okay. Not a bad spot to spawn in on, actually. Let's unequip the steel visor just to see what this looks like. Wow. Does this baseball hat do anything for me? No, it doesn't. We'll just take that off because it looks kind of weird. Look at that. Okay, that is kind of a terrifying look. I'm not going to lie. That's the Metro Hazard gas mask. All right. Well, we're kitted up a little bit. What's this guy have in the kitchen? I would like to know whose house we spawned into, because, good lord. I still don't have an actual weapon. There's no rounds in the M16 assault rifle. So we need to keep an eye out for those. Do we have... Okay, there's not a magazine in the weapon? Okay, so we still need to find a magazine and bullets. So, good to know. Let's see, is there any food in this paper bag? Let's take a gander. Napkins. That's not going to do me much. I guess we'll grab the fork. It's better than nothing. We could kill maybe one zombie, or we can at least stab him in the eye and run away. What do we got over here? Nothing, nothing. Dead rat in the trash. Okay. A lot of corpses out here. See, this actually makes me a little optimistic because corpses despawn fairly quickly in the multiplayer servers. That means there's a good chance a player was just through here doing their initial kind of sweep. But what's good for us is we can loot all these corpses And we'll get nice things like potential weapons. We'll get at least a wristwatch so we have an idea what time it is. Ooh, evaporated milk. Very underrated, but very, very good. Very high calories. Never mind. Black digital watch is even better. Now we have temperature. And yeah. So don't. Just because it's a giant pile of bodies doesn't mean you can't get anything from it, you know? Some of these might have some very, very useful items. Especially when we have no weapons. Okay, look through all these. Again, even something as simple as like the sweater is better armor than what I'm wearing. I'm not going to worry about it yet though, because I already have a lot of clothing on, so we don't want to get too hot. Let's grab a couple extra watches. I don't know why. I guess disassembling them later for electrical, but I rarely seem to survive long enough to worry about grinding any of the skills. We're just trying to survive, maybe find a base or a faction to join. But what the hey, we'll grab a few watches for now. Again, I think the loot respawns when you spawn like into a house. So all the items I have are just because I happen to spawn into a house that had these as part of its like spawn list. But we'll check this house. Some open windows. And we do have a zombie here. Ooh. And we broke it already. So look at this. This guy has an M16 assault rifle with a spear attachment. Is it even... so we need 556 millimeter, but does this even have... Let's just grab it. I don't even know if it actually has, like, a magazine in it. That's the weird thing. Definitely going to wear this. And we have a hole in it, of course. But it's better than nothing. We're going to drop the fork. So we have 2 assault rifles. One of them has the spear. And one of them is actually... needs a magazine. Let's see. Can we... use gun. Attack with gun. Oh, okay, so it's the bayonet that's attached to it. Okay, well, that's interesting. So if I right-click the bayonet, then I can attach that to the weapon. Oh, no, 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 I'm just holding a bayonet. Okay, well. See, this one has a sling and a scope. So let's use the one without the fancy attachments. So use bayonet on the gun. Okay, so now that is technically a spear instead of a gun. I wonder if there's a way to switch between, because it would be kind of nice to, you know, do it, you know, in combat, but I think once the bayonet is attached, literally, yeah, you can't aim to fire, you can only aim to attack, if that makes any sense. Let's go ahead and grab the satchel. Rotten cheese sandwich. Okay, we're not going to keep that. That's gross. But we can equip this on the back. And we're almost full up already, so let's go ahead and throw a few of these items into our bag. Again, this is where dexterous comes in handy. Doing these massive item moves is always beneficial. And you know what? I think a bag of wooden skewers. I'm not going to grab that. It is technically a cooking ingredient, but it's nothing edible. So we're not going to worry about it right now. Sprinting, I don't need. We do need to find something to hold water. I will just take sips. And I want to, honestly, I want to very quickly start making my way over here. I know there's these 3 kind of Goldilocks houses. There's a very good chance people are already posted up in these. So we're going to try to get over there ASAP. Which means I need to grab a car, get onto this road, and head all the way down. So, that is our next order of business. I'm doing a quick about face. And run right through there, pretend that never happened. I didn't like the look of that at all. If I can find a vehicle down here, that would be fantastic. Again, I'm not sure how many people have sniped up all the available vehicles. I have to imagine the easier to access vehicles near spawn points are all gone. Because people like me love taking the burglar as their profession. So you can hotwire on day one. Something to keep in mind. Oh, a lot of zombie bodies here. Just gonna kind of cycle through. Let's try out this bayonet. Okay. Interesting. Oh, whoa, whoa! Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me? Hello? You're cutting in and out.
Yeah, what about now?
Oh, that's much better. Yeah, I think the vehicles mess up the VoIP.
So how you doing?
Doing good. I died on a previous character, so this is a fresh start character on the server. And I'm just trying to figure
Okay.
out where to base up. I was thinking about trying those houses down by the river, the 3 houses. But do you know if they're taken already?
I haven't been.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're the ones like really far west. Would you mind driving me somewhere I can try to find a car? Because I think most people grab the early cars.
Yeah, sure. Cool.
Alright, I appreciate it. Another orb person actually helped me on my previous playthrough character. It was Yusuf. Yeah, there's a weird glitch with the vehicles, so I don't know if this guy's talking to me, but I can't hear him while he's in the vehicle, so I'm not trying to talk to him myself. I'm just talking to y'all right now, but we'll see. Again, he's hooking me up with a ride until we can find a potential vehicle to use. Hopefully he doesn't stop near anything that's too rough. Hiatus Troll. I feel like I recognize him from one of the other events, but can't be certain. Yeah, if he puts me in a parking lot with at least a few cars, there's a good chance we'll be able to hotwire one of them. And even if it doesn't have gas, I can probably just run to the station with a bottle, fill her up that way. Yeah, last time I came through here, this was all pretty much picked clean of vehicles.
Well, we go a little bit into Louisville, if you want.
Yeah, I was thinking about kind of staying out of. That's where I just died, so I might stay out of Louisville.
Okay.
Can't handle the smoke.
Let me get some. Let me get some food right quick. Oh, it's already been picked.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I came through actually all this route. I started off in West Point, made my way all the way up into Louisville, and I had a little bit of a stash house going, but nothing really major, like an hour's worth of work. And then I just got bit right on the chest, so I'm gonna open this can of evaporated milk.
Yeah, my guy's health is like really low right now.
Oh really? Are you injured?
Yeah, but I got it stitched up.
Let's check this out. We got garden shears, pickaxe. Ooh, I'm gonna grab this pickaxe. It's very, very, very heavy. Also the snow shovel, same deal. Very, very, very heavy, but we'll grab those because they're not bad as far as weapons. So you have a bound journal. So XP value. Oh, this is what they were referring to as far as the journal goes.
I'm gonna check this one too real quick, just before we leave. That's empty.
So bound journal. How do I make that? That would be really cool.
Well, what about Valley Forge? I mean, or Valley Station?
Yeah, we could check that out. I don't know if you can hear me, but yes. wonder if it's not skill recovery journal. Yeah. Transcribe into journal, find journal together. So we need a bound journal. So something to write with and a bound journal. Oh. Bind together journal. Oh, bind journal together. I'm an idiot. Okay. So what I need to do is find thread, 3 leather strips, an empty notebook or journal, and then glue. And that'll let me save my skills. That way if I die again, I don't lose all my abilities. That's good to know. Again, I didn't make a ton of progress on my skills. I think I got 1 level of sprinting with my other guy, but that's fine. This guy's sacrificing his truck for me, which I greatly appreciate. Even if we are back in that dreaded tier 3 zone. So we might be coming out swinging when we get wherever we're going. So for the bound journal, just double check. So thread, leather strips, journal or notebook, and glue. That's what we need. Okay. Thread and leather strips are easy enough. Empty journal. Okay, so yeah, it's really just a matter of getting it together to craft. Lot of lag. My ping isn't bad, but we're getting lots of lag on this road trip, so that's just the nature of the beast, especially when somebody else is driving the car. Oh my goodness. Look at all those zombies. Well, hopefully we get where we're going. He said Valley Station. I think that is coming up here. I think he meant this area. I could be wrong. Maybe he meant this area. We'll see. Again, this character is technically a fresh start in this server, so he's being panicked and shocked and amazed by all the zombies he's looking at. But yes, it looks like he's taking me to the movie theater and the mall. We came by here briefly, once before, and only once. But we'll see if we're able to. I mean, there's no way he's gonna have to distract a lot of these zombies for me. I don't know, maybe he'll hook it up, maybe he'll honk and drive, but first we need a candidate. What would be a good option here? Let's see, something that has good, decent condition, decent storage. Okay, this might be your spot right here. Oh, no, okay.
As you want to get out?
Yeah, I was just waiting for you to stop off here. I appreciate it. Let me take a peek at a few of these. Oh, we got some runners. Okay, I'm gonna take a peek at this old car over here. Looks like a Bentley or something. Ooh, I don't like this lag spike. Oh no, watch out! If you gotta run, 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 run. Oh yeah, this is the trunk. The engine's in the back. Should have known that. Okay, Volkswagen Type 14, Carmen Ghia. No fuel in the tank, and it's in pretty rough condition. Let's check out this one here. Okay, Toyota Celica ST Coupe. No gas, decent condition. A lot of zombies, a lot of runners. I don't want to deal with that. Let's check the truck. All I need is a decent truck. Okay, well that's not good.
So what do you think?
Nothing looking very useful right now. I'm gonna keep checking around here.
Right?
I'm gonna check this blue one up here. Okay, let's see if I can sneak up on it before the zombies see me. Okay, no gas, terrible engine. Okay, we might have to run. You might have to run, man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep moving here. Watch out, there's two more behind. Sprinter. Okay, I think you should jump back in the truck and maybe try to bounce. I do not want to get this guy killed for no reason. Whew. That was a little gnarly. Okay, I'm gonna try the blue one again.
Yeah. Let's press sprint.
I've got these scissors. That could be good in the future. These are like, the engines are all kind of rough and none of them have gas. Let me keep trying here. Well, this one's in almost perfect condition. Just need some gas.
Yeah, but the problem is getting out of this shithole unscathed is to be tough enough.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hold up. Let me just bring my car. We have a sea of resources to be able to make something out of nothing.
That's a blue Challenger. That might be the blue Challenger. Let's take a peek. This is kind of funny if it is. Especially to find it here on a different server. Devotees will recall I used to have a blue Challenger in another game. Just gonna keep poking around a couple. I have 3 more I want to check out here real quick.
Yeah. So are any of these like a automatic no?
None of them really automatic nose. Again, that little white one down there was actually like really good condition, just no gas. Next to the blue one, the white one.
It's condition didn't matter, which one would you rather have?
Ooh, you know what? This Toyota Previa actually has a little gas in the tank. It just needs some work on the muffler. See, we got seats, we got driver and 5 passengers. Try to hotwire this one real quick. Check the trunk out. 56 units of storage in the trunk, and 5 more of 20. 156 total units. That's not too shabby. Trunk is still open. Let's lock that up for now, or at least close it. I think this might do the trick.
Alright.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, everything seems to be in working order. Muffler is a little rough, but otherwise it's a good car.
Alright. Nice.
Alrighty, man. Well, I appreciate it. You said you're good on heals and everything?
Yeah,
Alright, well, I appreciate it. Hey, is Orb have a base, or are you guys just kind of all over the map?
we're based out of Tiki Town.
Tiki Town, where's that at?
So you know where Trela used to be?
Oh, that's on the way to Bear Lake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I passed through there one time during the server test, so I think I know where that is.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at.
Alright, cool. I think I'm probably going to try to head back and maybe stay near West Point. I just don't want to be in Tier 3 the whole time, because that's where I got killed.
Yeah, I hear you. I want to put a bull bar on that thing?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, spinner. You alright?
Yeah, he just got my hand.
Yeah, I'm going to turn this off for a second.
There's another one here I want to get.
So are you like super skilled in mechanics?
I'm like level 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we'll need to break down the car. At least get the parts we need to get the bull bar piece.
Okay, I'm going to poke around and see if I can't grab a little bit of just some food and water and stuff, because I'm getting a little hungry.
Yeah, help yourself.
Okay, so we're going to offload everything I have in my satchel. It's going to go into the back of
Wait,
this.
I got a water jug on me right now, and I got a little bit of food too.
Okay, I mean, I'll take a swig. I was just going to do some basic looting. Like I said, I just started this character. You caught me, like, right when I walked out of my first house. Also, the tactical axe, we could probably stash that, yeah. It's a little crazy using this M16 assault rifle this way, but we're going to do it. Okay.
I'm gonna put that water jug in the back of your truck for right now.
Cool, appreciate it. So we're just gonna take a swig out of this. I think I guess gonna put it right back in. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, the lights are nice.
Fantastic. Yeah, I wonder when they're gonna kill the utilities on us.
I don't know. That's but not anytime soon.
Oh, duct tape. I'm gonna grab the duct tape. Actually, you never know when you'll need
I
duct
have
tape.
not built rain collectors yet.
Open the trunks of these. Screwdriver. Definitely, we're taking that. Always need a screwdriver and a hammer pretty much from day one. Oh wait, that's the empty notebook. I think we need that for our notebook. Nothing going there. Let's check the vans. Vans are known for their snack contents, so maybe this will have it. Oh, locked? There we go. Unlock the trunk. Check the glove compartment. Nothing going. Lug wrench. I'll take it. I don't know if I really need it, but now that we have a vehicle, we can kind of over loot the way I like to. I love all the extra loot that you can get. Also, did I actually twine? Sure. This car looks like somebody's hotwired. This is a player hotwired car already. How is... Just run out of gas? Or somebody died? Okay, yeah, it's got the gas. Somebody's been picking this thing apart, though. These are all missing. Okay. Good to know. Well, if only I could get that gas into this car, we would be looking pretty good. Maybe I can. Hold on a second. Let's see. If I go to the V... Lock. Mechanics modifications. No. Okay. Well, nah. Alright. Not gonna worry about that then. Oh, I might worry about those guys if they saw me. Maybe not. Okay. Let's head back down. Oh, good lord. The entire car's gone.
What? I disassembled it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know that was a thing.
Wow, we didn't get any pipes. That's crazy. I mean, bars. That's what I'm looking for. Bars.
Okay, let me keep looking around here. Again, what I really want is a snack. My character is hungry now. So I need to find some freaking food.
We should have enough now.
Oh, there's a lot of zombies over there. I don't like that at all. Okay, he and I just... Well, hey, liquor bonbons! Definitely gonna eat these. Just what the doctor ordered. Still hungry, though. Huh. What do you know? Okay. Tops U.S. combat knife. Definitely going on the belt. And a whole lot of not otherwise. Alright. I guess, honestly, checking these bodies is going to be the best source of food right now. I know some of you all might be thinking, hey, aren't you right next to a mall? Yes, we are right next to a mall. Full of zombies. So... got this bourbon. I am not going into that mall right now. We might eventually. Propane torch. Nice grab there. But yeah, it would basically be suicide if I went in right now to the mall. So we're just not going to do that. I could rip all these clothes. More bourbon. Maybe I will. While we're on this pile of bodies. Yeah, let's just rip everything we see. So. Rip clothing all. You see, I wish that triggered it throughout the... So I'm looking at all these zombies right now, but when I go to rip clothing, it only rip it from one zombie. What are you gonna do? Alright, well, let's see, rip all these. Here comes another little mini pack over here. How's my guy doing over here? Oh, looks like he is hooking it up. I think he put a shield on the windshield, maybe? Very nice. I'm actually not sure if he did anything with the windshield, to be honest, but I wanted it to sound appreciative regardless. I need more food, though. What are we thinking? Do we attempt the food court? Oh, we already have one zombie coming our way. Is that a useful weapon lodged in his back? Let's see. Tactical machete. It is a very useful weapon. We're going to put that in our other belt. And honestly, I think we are now good enough to stop using this M16 with the bayonet attachment for all of our melee needs. So we're going to go ahead and pop this in the trunk. Hey, we found a key for this vehicle. Oh wait, let's check the compartment. Oh yeah, that's where it was. Okay. Does this van actually have... You know, this is actually a usable vehicle, this Ford Econoline. Keep that in mind. Econo in mind. And let's go ahead and throw what we have here. Pop this M16 in the trunk. As well as everything else we have in our satchel. Getting a nice little head start on my newest loot experience here. What has better damage? We're going to start with the combat knife and then we'll fall back to the machete. It's better. Okay. And you always want to make sure you have your weapon equipped, especially if it's a hard to see knife like this one is. And you know what? Let's see if this side door will help us out. Again, I don't want to be fooling around with them all too much. You never know. Maybe we'll get lucky and find like a bunch of food in here. Ooh. Gold coin. We're gonna grab that. I think that is actually very useful. I believe that's an actual currency for this, you know, server. So, a bunch of chemical items. I wish I could find the light switch in here. I don't know if they have the orange switches in build 41 or if that's build 42 that I'm thinking of. Either way, let's keep moving through here. So definitely hear something moaning and groaning. Okay, a little mini fridge. This could be good. Yes. Rotten stew, rotten eggs, but we have cheese spray can. We're going to eat that. I guess as gross as it sounds. Let's drink it. We're housing it. Yep. Nothing like a guy inhaling cheese spray. Or straight soy sauce and rotten milk. So, I guess we'll drink this beer. Okay, that's doing a little bit of damage to our hunger. Flashlight. Ooh, watering cans. That's good if you do eventually decide to do the old farming thing. Watering cans are great to grab, and they're oddly rare. I don't know why. Of all the things in this game, watering cans seem to be one of the more rare items, at least for me. Might not be true for everyone, but... Bathrooms. If I could find the actual, like, food court, that would be dope. Okay, so there's not tons of zombies in here, actually. Kill this guy. So So again, might have been looted through. A lot of these shelves are empty, but we do still have some. And look at that, we do have a gem bottle, which I think that will be good for water. So we'll fill that up next time we find water. I think these are all going to be utensils. Yes, so not a whole lot of people grabbing the utensils. They're just grabbing all the food. Some water pipe devices, if you catch my drift. Why not? We'll grab a green glow stick. You never know when you need to set an ambiance. Well, here we go. This is not a bad thing to find. We have wood glue, which we know we need for our journal. We have a saw, which is always handy. Box of nails, also always handy, especially when you start crafting and carpentry. Duct tape. I don't really care about anything else. Lead pipe. I don't know if that's the metal rod that I need for the vehicle claim, but either way, long metal pipe. 2 of those. Again, the guy working on our car might need that. Walkie-talkie hammer. There we go. That's another thing we need for, I believe that is for the vehicle claim orb. Garbage bag. That's good for rain collection. And moving right through here. Oh, we found the farm store. Okay, it's time for seed packets. Broccoli seed, lettuce seed, tomato, avocado, and strawberry seed. This is quite a great find. The fertilizer is great, but I'm not going to grab it because it's just way too heavy. I will grab the hand fork. Another gardening spray can. So we have the empty water can. This is the spray can. So this is actually for delivering things like medicine. Well, if that makes sense. You know, if you have fungus on your plants, it's good for getting rid of that. Ooh, crowbar. My favorite melee weapon. Pipe wrench. That's good for plumbing. Tactical tomahawk. Okay, we'll grab that too. Why not? And I think that's going to probably do it. We'll grab the metal bar. I know we're overloaded already. Yeah, we're way overloaded. So if you could find a snack, that would be great. I just feel like this has been looted of everything useful. So I'm going to actually just go out the way we came in. And we'll see how our mechanic is doing in the parking lot. Again, I think I need to go through here and kind of wrap around the outside. Yeah. So we might actually beg one more time for a snack from this guy. Which I feel kind of bad about, but he's already done quite a bit for us, so I will definitely be indebted to the Orb clan pretty much for the duration of this playthrough. Oh my goodness! Doing all right?
Yeah, I got my water jug out of there, and I went ahead and got the bullbar on there.
Awesome, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, not a problem. You take care.
You too. I'll keep an eye out for Orb people. Now I owe 2 of you a debt, so you guys have helped me out twice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to bail, I think. I think I'm gonna bail. There's a lot of them here. Least I can do is try to draw some of these away from this guy. Okay. And I have definitely drawn the zombies. They are coming. Good lord, they are coming. We're gonna try to just zigzag out of here. Okay. Wow. Not my best idea, but hopefully I helped him more than I hurt him. So again, he put a bar on the front, which basically is like a zombie deflection bar, so that every time I hit zombies now, it won't immediately destroy my engine. Which is really, really awesome. I don't think I've actually ever had this upgrade on a vehicle in Zomboid. And that's why I've always been driving like a Grand Mal, because I'm always terrified of actually hitting zombies at any speed, because they tend to destroy the hood and subsequently the engine of the car that I'm driving. But I am tired of seeing all these zombies, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to do one lap just to make sure my buddy isn't toast over here. So we'll do one kind of leisurely lap around, and then if I see he's gone, we will make our way. If he's still there, I might try to circle back and save him. I do see a zombie with a duffel, but we're going to ignore that for now. Where were we? Right over here. I know we were within spitting distance of the mall. Yeah, I think I picked the opposite van to this vehicle. Okay, yeah, I think I drew them away, and it looks like he is gone. Good. Alright, I can leave with a fairly clear conscience now. I think it would be ideal to... How do we get out of here? Is this the exit over here? No? Oh, okay, well, that's not good. At this point, I'm going to circle around and head back on down to West Point now that I have a decent vehicle. It's getting me back and forth. I need more gas, but we'll hopefully be able to get that on the way. What I really need at this point is water and food. So I did not end up getting much of either of those. I do have the evaporated milk. Can I open this? Open evaporated milk. Can't craft anything while driving. Okay, I can use the tactical knife, so I think that means there's a chance I could stab my hand while opening it, but that might be worth it just to get a little bit of food in me. But for now, let's get out of this terrible situation. Driving rain and the hordes of zombies, especially these sprinters. So again, I'm going to drive a little bit on memory. I can zoom out on this mini-map here. We'll use this to kind of guide us back to West Point. And I'm hoping this rain subsides at some point, because it's not cool. Also, I hate these little tiny trees. I think they stop you dead in your tracks. Emphasis on dead in your tracks, if you know what I mean. Okay, we're just gonna zig and we're gonna zag. Again, just because I do have the hit bar in the front, I do not want to be plowing through a bunch of zombies, because they will still do damage to the car. And I would love to work on this muffler, because it seems like it's very loud. So I'm basically drawing every zombie's attention as I drive through here. But ideally, I'd like to get to at least a safe house that I can claim. Ooh, that looks like a good backpack, but there's too many zombies here, so we're gonna have to keep going. Okay. Again, that's the trade-off, right? Higher tier zones, higher tier loot, higher tier zombies. So you gotta fight them to get said loot. And as a personal note, I need to remember that this van does not do very well if it comes to a stop on the grass. Okay, yeah, we're gonna just keep driving. I keep wanting to stop and eat. It's a foolish decision right now. Okay. I think I can cross over here. Pretty sure this is one of the bridges. Yeah, oh, it's a narrow one. I'm just gonna go through. This takes me past the drag strip area, and then, again, this might be a build 42 thing. I thought there was a gas station up on this bend, but I think that was added in 42. Currently we're in 41, so we will have to just keep on moving. Again, West Point is virtually empty of zombies because all the players spawn there, and they've been wiping it out since the beginning of the server a couple days ago. So I think I'll be safer getting gas in West Point. Whoa. Honestly, I don't even think this is where the gas station was at 42. This is really close to the West Point Bridge. Oh, Ouch, that's not good. Okay, slight damage, but we're doing okay otherwise. I'm gonna have to do a slight detour, cut right back to the road. These sprinters are following us. We'll lose them soon enough. And again, because this continuously runs, it has now been, let's see, it's September 30th in game. It started on July 9th, I believe. It's always the start date for Zomboid. So that means this has been running for about two and a half consecutive months in game. So we're getting a lot of these extra trees on the side of the road kind of popping up. That's just natural growth that occurs. It does make it a lot trickier to navigate. Here we are having a little bit of a lag spike. So let's go ahead and open our evaporated milk while we're waiting for this chunk to load. And let's drink half of it. Hopefully that'll help our hunger and our thirst. And it's a whole bunch of free calories. You know, let's just drink the whole thing, because that did not do much. Okay, so we're still a little hungry. We didn't stab ourselves in the hand. And we're no longer thirsty, so that's a win in my book. Let's get on at least one side of the bridge. You don't want to hit the median in the middle. You're gonna have a bad day. And finally, we're back in West Point. Thunder is still thundering. But we're gonna find our way to the gas pump, fill her on up, and then make our way down the side of the West Point area. Oh, what the heck? Alright, I don't know if that's intentional, but that's kind of terrifying. Seeing all the posed, I'm guessing, zombie skeletons? I don't know exactly. You know what, I'm gonna check this food market real quick. Kind of swung by earlier, very briefly, but we did not do a thorough loot, and I really need to eat something else. So we got yeast, empty pop can, taco shell, let's eat that because it's perishable. Period powder, we're not going to bother because, you know, it's no fun. We'll keep the rice, though. Brown rice can come in handy. I need to unload all these items. Fresh lettuce, we'll just eat that right away as well. And let's go ahead and dump everything I've got into the trunk. My loot bag here. I don't think I have anything that needs refrigeration. I didn't find any food. So we'll just dump all this in here. Got a bunch of metal pipes, lead pipes, watering cans, crowbar. Again, the crowbar is not in the best condition, but again, I think one of our mods actually lets you use the crowbar for crowbar things. So that's kind of cool. We're not going to bring the tin can or the gin bottle, but everything else, throw in the trunk. Oh, I hear gunshots. Hey, is somebody there? Okay, maybe let's book our head in here. Ooh, wouldn't you know it, we have some good items to grab here. Let's get a couple of these. Roadside duffel bag, we'll drop this and just see. Our battery charger, I don't really care about that, but the duffel bag itself, I will equip on my back, because that is better than my satchel. Satchel, I'm gonna just drop it, because I don't think I have any use for it now. Okay, and let's keep on moving here. We got the machete. I'll throw that in the duffel. The trowel. Why not? We'll do the short blade. We'll do maintenance. Box of nails for sure. This is a good grab. Garden bush cutter. Very good damage. Very heavy, but very good damage. Kukri. Another short blade. We're going to wait on that because I'm not going to be that skilled for a while. We'll take the spear, though. So I've been leveling up my spear through my empty bucket. Surprisingly useful to have. Collecting water, watering plants, all that jazz. Ball peen hammer. Army flashlight. Okay. Spear 1, 2. I don't know if I have level 2 yet. Spear and the mining helmet. I'll just, honestly, we might even equip that right away, but we'll just put it in the container for now. You can find the golden idol here, and that is always the sledgehammer. If we find sledgehammer, we are in business. That is a great thing to find. Long blade, we'll grab that because we just found a lot of long blades. Of course, box of nails. And last but not least, snow shovel. It's also a very, very effective weapon. Let's attach that on the back. Now I'm really worried because I heard a car drive by, and okay, still have our van there. We didn't lose it. I left it running just in case we needed to get a move on. Okay, let's go ahead and actually unload what I just found into the trunk. Okay, there it goes. We can close the trunk now. The rest of it can be unloaded into the other seats. There we go. So, front passenger seat, throw all this in there. So again, the nice thing about the seats, obviously you can carry more passengers, but they carry things individually. So I can put like an entire generator, even if it weighs like 40 pounds, we can fill up a seat basically. So you can put 40 pounds in a 20-pound capacity seat. I suppose I should be saying kilos. I think the weight in this game is, you know, metric and kilos, but who knows? Who knows? All right, moving right along. The world is now our oyster. We have a little bit of food, not much. Ooh, you know what? Gotta look at Enigma books. I always have to check Enigma books. Again, #1 resource for skill and potentially the most important magazine, which is the generator magazine, as we all know. So that is a can't miss magazine. Laboratory equipment, that sounds fun, so we'll just grab it. Electricity, early one, good to grab. Farming, early one, good to grab. Mechanics, I don't think I have that one yet either. So again, we're actually looking into some long-term survival. So I'm going to actually grab a few of these early level books. Early fishing, foraging, first aid, angler, we already got first aid, metalwork, we'll grab it. The zombie hit list, I'm not really sure how those work, to be frank. I think if you kill them, you get like some extra bonus, but I really don't know. Sausage, sure, foods around the world, maybe. If we want to make croissants or something. Virology courses. That might have something to do with actually synthesizing cure for zombie virus with the chemistry set. So yeah, we have that. We have the chemistry set itself. Hey, how to use generator, good cooking magazine, herbalist, and the hunter. We're grabbing all this. Wow, that was a great stop. That was pretty clutch, actually. I'm not gonna lie. That's, if we managed to not die at this point, we're gonna be looking good for long-term survival. So I guess I can't fill up my bottle. Oh, I might have stashed it. I think I stashed it. Okay. Well, that's no worries. Let's head back to the vehicle and keep on moving here. I need to close this door. Hold on. So you gotta wait until you hear the door close, and then you can start driving forward. If you just jump in and start driving, it's kind of like GTA, where the door will just kind of swing around. The only thing I really want to get is gas, so we'll do that now. Fill the tank up here. Don't forget to clear your pumps before you start pumping. Okay. Looks safe enough. We will fill her on up and make dust here. So again, technically our second character for this multiplayer server, but circle back to where it all began here at the Thunder gas station. This time, instead of being eastbound and down for Louisville, we're going to go westbound and hopefully on up to the better part of West Point, potentially to some of the better houses on the map. Again, I don't know if players have decided to base there already. I have a hard time imagining they wouldn't, because, you know, if I have, it's to say they wouldn't. So it's a very desirable part to base at. Or Rudy, that's another player, driving through. Hopefully they're not part of a convoy, otherwise I'm gonna clip their next person, but we'll see. Again, if I come across anybody and I need to stop suddenly, I'm gonna be in trouble. Let's check the map here real quick and see. I want to be on this road. Yep, this road straight. And then as soon as it kind of bends left after a while, we'll go onto the back roads. And then we'll skip one. The next one, T-bone right. And then the second left. Okay. Somebody's clearly basing here. They got a nice log kind of wall there on their base. So again, these are always options. If you have the tenacity and the carpentry skill, you can always build a wall around just any house that you decide to claim. But again, I'm a little lazy and I don't play as often, so I like to find the houses that already have some decent defenses kind of built in. And I do know that there is sort of a sweet spot. There's one house of the three that I'm heading towards that has a pre-existing fence that covers virtually all four sides. I think there's only a couple spots that you need to fill in with a gate. So really, really good house. The only reason somebody might not have based there is because it's a little bit further away from... Oh! Hey, what's going on?
What's up, dude?
Sorry, I almost hit you guys.
It's alright. Did you get bit? We might have to put him down. Tallidus, we might have to put him down. Show me your wounds.
Oh, wait.
Show me your wounds.
Did somebody get bit?
I don't know. He probably did. He sucks.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm staying away from the tier 3 zones.
What's that, dude?
I said I've already lost a character. I got bit in Louisville earlier, so I'm staying away from Louisville for now.
Yeah, it takes time. It takes time.
I like the ride, though. Good car.
Thanks, man. You need anything?
No, I'm hanging in there. I'll talk to you guys later.
Alright. If you need anything, ask Letty. She's up there on your left.
Alright, cool, cool. Alright, so they have, I guess, another person with their faction up here on the left, he said. Supposedly on my left. I don't want to hit anybody. So we're just going to keep zigging and zagging. But I have to wonder if they're coming from that direction. Does that mean they've already got those sweet, sweet base spots? They're coming into town for a loot round. Could be the case. We'll find out. Oh, the rain's finally lightening up a little bit. Again, eventually those storms will go from rain to snow. That's where the game gets a little bit trickier. Suddenly temperature management becomes essential, and having a nice base with a generator and some sort of heat source is vital. That's also why it's nice to get either an antique stove or a fireplace in the house that you decide to base up in. I think basements are a pretty good idea too. I think basements are just naturally a little bit more insulated. So, I think the rain's coming right back though. This is crazy. Oh, no, this is the right way. Okay. Again, I love having this mini-map. Generally in Project Zomboid, you A, don't have a mini-map at all, and B, you have complete fog of war, which means I wouldn't even be able to see that, oh, there's a lake here, I can see a couple houses here. So the only way to know where you're going is if you just remember it from a previous playthrough, or if you're just using the online Project Zomboid map, which most players do, for being honest. Again, the in-universe explanation is that you just happen to have an atlas in your glove compartment, you know. Alright, moment of truth, folks. Let's see. Oh no, this definitely looks like a player is living here. Oh no. Look at all the stuff. Look at all that stuff. Alright, so clearly this is the house that I wanted. And there is a very, very hoarder kind of player posted up here with a vast collection of lawn gnomes. Let's poke our head in this house. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that these houses have all been picked clean and everything's been disassembled and there's no good loot. Oh, what do you know? They've been picked clean and everything's been disassembled and there's no good loot. Okay, well, see, that's the problem with pinning your hopes and dreams on a very commonly known area that people like to base in. So now we're gonna pull an audible. I happen to know that I think right around this area, like AF27, AG27, I think that's where the server hub is. So I believe that's where players will meet up for like bigger events and things like that. So I think it would be kind of cool if I actually got a house somewhere between here and there. So let's say, honestly, I could come down this road and go right here. I know this is a little house. And we'll see if maybe that's available. Again, I just don't want to base up right next to somebody. Especially the Clampet over here, when they have like all of the things. They'll keep soaking up all the loot around as the game progresses, so I'm going to avoid that. And again, you don't really need the built-in, fences and all that if you have some natural defenses, or if it's just, out in the boonies. It's out in the middle of nowhere. The zombie hordes tend to be less intense regardless. So that's what we're going to look into. Okay, we got a whole bunch of skill books to read. I think reading is accelerated on the server, just so that you don't have to waste a bunch of time reading books just to get some skills. But if I decide to go on a reading spree, I might do that between episodes, so I don't have to bore everyone with the tedium of reading. Maybe I'll turn it into a montage or a time lapse or something. But yeah, watching somebody read in Zomboid is one of the least interesting things for a video. So, all right, this is the house I was talking about on the map. Let's see what we see here. Again, I don't expect people to really be clamoring to base here, so it is a little bit more of a random one. Doesn't have built-in defenses, obviously. I do see an open window, so that does imply that a player has at least done a little bit of work, but we'll see. Kill the engine. And let's take a peek inside. Okay, I'm going to clear the outside first. A couple of bright points is that it looks like the windows haven't been smashed out just yet. Again, not a lot of zombies in the area. The inside still has furniture. Yes, it does look like somebody's come through here on a little bit of a looting run, though, because these doors are open. Probably jumped in this window, looted it, jumped out the same window. Or, they could have ran out the front door. I doubt they would have closed it behind them, though. So, who knows? Yeah, again, there's usually something in that closet there. But, I do kind of like this house. Oops, I don't want to open that. Just want to close that. There we go. Again, got the basics right. Oven, sink, microwave, fridge, pickles. Gonna eat these pickles. Nothing in the freezer. TV. Again, not really sure how long that'll be useful for. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and claim this, at least in the interim. I might find something better pretty quickly, but I will claim this for now. Yeah, let's view it. Yeah, there we go. And I'll select respawn and safe house for now, because again, this is a pretty stable location. Again, let me go back to the map here. And yeah, you'll see here, it's really kind of far away. We got West Point over here a little bit to the east. This is, I think, Monmouth, and then we got Muldraw. Then there's Rosewood over there. And these are some of the modded in areas. Riverside is up here, obviously, but these are, I think, Tiki Town. I think this is what they call like Bear Lake or Bear Creek. I think it's Bear Lake. And I'm not sure what that is. That might just be another modded area. Most of these areas are modded in this central area because this is Riverside. So I think this is going to be good. The only other thing I'm going to do is maybe search a few of these other houses to see if they are potential. You know what? Let's actually do a quick. Yeah, I'm going to do a quick little out and about. We're just going to check and see. So before I do anything else, let's go ahead and unload all these. I don't want to unload into this house yet. I want to put all my cool stuff in here because we do decide to change it. Yeah, let me drink. Honestly, I'm going to unclaim the safe house for now. We'll release it because I think you have to be in the safe house to release it, and I think you can only have one claimed. So if we find a better one, I want to be able to kind of jump right into that. So let's look at... I'm going to actually check the Zomboid map. So let me pause for just a moment here. Well, not really pausing, but we're going to go to the official, unofficial Project Zomboid map project. I forget exactly. Yeah, I think it's literally called the Project Zomboid map project. And all I'm looking for is something nearby that's got, you know, maybe a fence would be nice. So where are we? Here. Okay. That one has... No. That one has a little bit of a farm. Oh, there's a farmhouse that has an antique stove. That might come in handy. Let's just pass the hub. Again, these all have like half fences, so not the best for zombie defense, but better than where I am right now. It'd be cool if I could find a two-story. Let's see, can I go up to level 1? Yes, okay, so this will show me what is two-story. Do, 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 do. Can't claim anything other than residential. Keep that in mind. Yeah, I think we might try to do this farmhouse if it's an option. So, jump back into the game. All right. So we're gonna try to go over here. I think it's right over. Yeah, I think it's right over there. We'll see. So I'm gonna go down to the main road, follow it, follow it. So left or right, and then we're gonna curve off. Again, just because I want to be there, there's a good chance somebody else already is. This is a very, very busy server. Again, there's over, I think, 40 or 50 players on just right now. So we'll see. And the majority of the people that play on the server have many more hours in Zomboid than I do. So it's anybody's guess if they've snapped up all the good spots. Heading on down the road again. It's not a real song. On a copyright infringe, getting anywhere close to a real song. What's cool about this farmhouse that I'm heading towards is, if it is available, it's like right next to the hub. So I could honestly like walk if there's hub events. But again, for that very reason, I have to assume there's a very, very good chance some players are already using it as a base. Which honestly, I might just have to eventually join somebody's faction. We'll see. let them maintain the base while I'm offline, you know. Driving my insanely loud van down the road here. And here we go. Zip up through here. Alright, let's start looking for evidence of players already here. So we're looking for a massive pile of dead zombies, or a used car lot's worth of vehicles. Let's see. Oh no. Well, maybe actually. Let's reverse into the driveway here. We have a truck with a smashed out window. But frankly, that looks like it could just be there. I don't know if a player necessarily would be driving that vehicle. So we're going to pull right up here, kill the engine. And we're going to pop out and check around a little bit here. At the barn, we got a chicken coop. Again, we're in build 41, so we won't physically see any chickens. Oh, it's claimed. Yes, it's claimed. Of course it is. Somebody has already laid claim to this. Alright, well. I was optimistic. I see the grave now. And yeah, probably a mechanic. They've been chopping up this truck. They're probably out in their good vehicle. Honestly, it might have been the people that I passed. You know what? On that note, how is this vehicle doing? I've been beating this thing up. Okay, not too bad, actually. Again, thankfully that kind of zombie grabber in the front's been helping me out quite a bit. I forget what it's actually called. I thought he said roll bar, but it's this front catch here. Alright, well, let's pull another audible. At this point, we might as well just swing by the hub and see what it's all about. And then I might go back. I saw a two-story over here, so let's go back and check that out. I'm quite sad, though. That's a really nice little cozy house, and I think that it has an antique stove inside. Which means you don't even need a generator to stay heated during the blistering cold of the Louisville, Kentucky winter. I think the hub is kind of a custom player area where they gather for events, but also I think players build actual like entire buildings from scratch. So they use all their abilities to put together a building with wallpaper and actual paint. They kind of finish it out. It's basically like sort of a showcase, is my understanding. Again, I have neither the skills nor time to do that. So we're going to circle back here, and I'm going to see, I saw a nice little two-story building that I think is actually a house. So we'll take a gander at that. But otherwise, I'm getting quite hungry here. I'm going to need to eat sooner than later. Coming up on it now. Triple mailbox. We're going to pull in here and see what we see. Again, there's a couple smaller houses. 1 and 2. Bunch of logs, so there's players here for sure. Are they in this house, though? I see a lot of disassembled doors. Let's see. Oh, it's claimed. Yep. Okay. Of course it's claimed. Okay, back to the map. Alright, we'll try one of these two up here. Let me check my personal map here real fast. Okay, yes, there is a nice one just across the way. So let's see if that works for us. So again, I don't really want to mess with any of these because I don't want to be next to a mega house, so to speak. They will sort of consume all other houses around them. Now this one is fairly close, but we will see if I can get a claim in here. Do like the idea of having 2 stories as an option, though. see. There's a small house over here, larger house over here. Let's take a peek inside if we can. Ooh. Okay, somebody has plowed through this house, but it is still technically claimable. Let's claim this now. View safe house, respond in safe house. Okay. You know what? Even though they've removed like all the furniture, did they knock out the toilet? Still have a sink? They took the sinks. This is ridiculous. Hold on. They took the bed. Oh, come on. They took the bed. They took the sinks. Okay, well. What are you gonna do? I can't even get a cup of water out of this joint. That's crazy. Okay, so the search for the ultimate safe house continues. But for now, I think we're gonna call it for this particular episode. And again, if you've made it this far in the episode, please feel free to like and subscribe for more of our adventures here in the PvE server, Season 11. And until next time, this has been Tallidus Plays.